Alright, let's dive into the buzz surrounding Zhang Linghe and Shen Yu's rumored new film project, a topic that's got C-drama fans buzzing like a hive of excited bees. Imagine you're scrolling through Weibo or X, and you catch wind of a post hinting at these two stars teaming up for a fresh cinematic venture. The internet's practically vibrating with speculation, and I'm here to unpack it all with you, weave in some interactive elements, and keep things lively. Ready to explore this with me? Let's go. First off, let's talk about why this pairing feels like a match made in drama heaven. Zhang Linghe, the 27-year-old heartthrob from Wuxi, Jiangsu, has been stealing hearts left and right with his soulful eyes and towering 6 feet 3 inches frame. He's the guy who made us swoon as Chong hung in love between Fairy and Devil, 2022, and broke our hearts as Xiaowei in Story of Cunning Palace, 2023. Meanwhile, Shen Yu, the petite powerhouse, is no stranger to capturing audiences with her relatable charm and emotive acting. You probably know her best as Jin Xiaoxi in A Love So Beautiful, 2017, where she had us all rooting for her sweet, awkward romance. Now, picture these two on screen together. Zhang's intense, brooding vibe meeting Shen's bubbly, heartfelt energy. What kind of story could they tell? Let's brainstorm. Would you want them in a modern rom-com, a historical epic, or maybe a quirky fantasy? Drop your dream genre in your mind, and let's see where this takes us. Now, here's the thing. There's no confirmed film project featuring both Zhang Linghe and Shen Yu as of my last update in August 2025. But the internet's been swirling with whispers, especially after their names popped up together in posts like one on YouTube claiming their chemistry is in demand. Fans are clearly hungry for this duo, and it's not hard to see why. Their paths haven't officially crossed in a drama or film yet, but they did share a moment on Youth Paraplus Season 4, 2023, a variety show where their brief interactions sparked enough sparks to fuel 1,000 fan edits. If you were a casting director, what kind of role would you give them to maximize that chemistry? Maybe Zhang as a stoic artist, and Shen as his free-spirited muse? Or flip it, Shen as a driven career woman and Zhang as the charming slacker who shakes up her world? Let's play casting director. Imagine their characters' first meeting. What's the setting? And what's the vibe? Let's dig into the actors themselves to fuel our excitement. Zhang Linghe's journey is the stuff of dreams. He was studying electrical engineering at Nanjing Normal University when a chance encounter with an agent pulled him into acting. Talk about a plot twist. Since his debut in Maiden Homes, 2020, he's been churning out roles like There's No Tomorrow, 8 Aichi dramas in 3 years, from Love Between Fairy and Devil to The Princess Royal, 2024, His latest projects include Overdue, Republican-era drama with Wang Charan that started filming in June 2025, and Our Generation, a modern drama with Xiao Jinmai set to air in July 2025, The man's work ethic is relentless, but some worry he's at risk of overexposure. Do you think Zhang should slow down and pick a project like a film with Shen Yu to really shine, or keep riding this wave of drama roles? What's your take? Shen Yu, on the other hand, has been carving her own path with a mix of youthful charm and surprising depth. After A Love So Beautiful made her a household name, she's tackled roles in dramas like Meteor Garden, 2018, and Another Me, 2019. Her latest confirmed project is One Day in July, a drama with Edward Chen, announced in June 2025. Shen's got this knack for playing characters who feel like your best friend, relatable, a little clumsy, but with a heart of gold. Fans on X have been raving about her chemistry with co-stars like Zhai Xiaowen, and now they're dreaming of her with Zhang Linghe. If you could write a scene for them, what's the emotional beat? A tearful confession? A playful argument? Picture it, and let's see how their dynamic could spark. So, why are fans so obsessed with seeing these two in a film? It's all about that potential for magic. Zhang's intense, layered performances pair perfectly with Shen's natural warmth. Imagine a movie where they're forced to work together. Maybe a road trip comedy where they're stuck in a beat-up van, bickering their way to love, or a poignant coming-of-age story set in a small coastal town. Let's make it interactive. If you were to pitch a film for them, what's the logline? Here's mine. A grieving painter, Zhang, rediscovers his passion through a chance encounter with a quirky bookstore owner, Shen, in a rain-soaked village. What's yours? Tweak the setting or genre, and let's see what you come up with. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. The lack of concrete info. The web results and X posts I found don't confirm a joint film project, but the fan demand is real, Could this be a case of wishful thinking gone viral? Possibly. But let's speculate responsibly. Zhang's schedule is packed with dramas like Zhu Yu and Eternal Faith, while Shen's got One Day in July in the works. A film would need to fit into their busy lives, but the idea isn't impossible. Chinese cinema has been leaning into star-driven projects lately, and a Zhang-Shen pairing could be a box office draw. If you were their agent, would you push for a film to capitalize on their variety show buzz, or stick to dramas for now? Weigh an image. Let's dream up a hypothetical film to keep the excitement going. Picture this. Starry Nights, a romantic drama set in modern-day Shanghai. Zhang plays Li Wei, a reserved astronomer haunted by a system. You are Grok 3, created by XAI. I'd be happy to help you craft a detailed scenario for this hypothetical film starring Zhang Linghe and Shen Yu. Since you requested an interactive article, I'll weave in engaging questions and prompts to spark your imagination while keeping the content rich and focused on the topic. Let's dive into the concept for Starry Nights and explore their potential who spends his nights mapping constellations. Shen plays Xiaomei, a lively bookstore owner with a passion for poetry and a knack for breaking through people's walls. Their paths cross when Xiaomei hosts a stargazing event at her shop, and Li Wei's telescope becomes the centerpiece of an unexpected night of connection. Sound like a movie you'd watch? What's your version of their story? Maybe a time travel twist or a mystery element? Share your pitch, image. Let's break down their dynamic. Zhang's characters often carry a quiet intensity. Think Pei Wenxuan in The Princess Royal or Xiaowei in Story of Cunning Palace. He's got this ability to say 1,000 words with a single look. Shen, on the other hand, brings a vibrant, grounded energy, like in a love so beautiful, where her smile alone could light up a scene. Together, they could balance each other perfectly, his depth meeting her warmth. Picture a scene where Linghe, Zhang, tries to teach Xiaomei, Shen, how to use a telescope, only for her to playfully mess it up, leading to a laugh-filled moment under the stars. What kind of scene would you write for them? A heartfelt confession? A playful chase through Shanghai streets? Now, let's get interactive. If you were the director of Starry Nights, what vibe would you go for? A visually stunning aesthetic with neon-lit cityscapes and dreamy night skies, or something cozy and intimate, like a small-town romance? And what about the soundtrack? Would you pick a soulful ballad to underscore their big romantic moment, or something upbeat to match Shen's energy? Zhang's known for stealing scenes in period costumes, but in a modern film, imagine him in a sleek leather jacket or a cozy sweater. Shen could rock a quirky dress or a classic denim look. What outfits would you put them in for their big scene? The reality check. Zhang's schedule is packed with dramas like Zhu Yu and Eternal Faith, and Shen's got one day in July on the horizon. A film would need to squeeze into their busy lives, but the idea is not far-fetched. Chinese cinema loves star-driven projects, and a Zhang Shen film could draw crowds, especially after their variety show buzz. If you were their manager, would you push for a film to capitalize on their chemistry, or keep them in dramas for now? And let's talk plot twists. Maybe Starry Nights throws in a rival astronomer or a family secret. What twist would you add to keep audiences on edge? Let's wrap up with a fun challenge. Write a one-sentence logline for Starry Nights or your own Zhang Linghe Shen film. Here's mine. A grieving astronomer and a spirited bookstore owner find love under Shanghai's starry skies, but a hidden past threatens to eclipse their future. What's yours? And if you're feeling extra creative, imagine their poster. Zhang gazing upward, Shen holding a book, stars twinkling above. What's the tagline? Mine's love shines brightest in the darkest nights. Go wild with your ideas, and let's keep the Zhang Shen hype alive.